Last week, tragedy struck the Bullet Punch Club. Not only did they face a team that had Chi Yu, not only did they face a team that had Iron Bundle, they faced a man that advocates for a father cucking his son. With so much adversity and a tragic hydro pump miss, what awaited them was a terrible loss, effectively losing all the progress that they made last week. After such a terrible setback, there was only one thing left to do.
Know your place, trash.
So I got myself a new team, based around what was around anyways. Unfortunately, this week, I cannot have any team builder guys as I'm currently in the process of moving and all of this is taking up a lot of my time. So yeah, the team will be in the description down below, and until then, I'm very sorry, but let us move on into how the battle went. Alright guys, we're back right now, ready to go against our boy Q, the Costa Rican. But yeah, this dude, pretty much, like, Bronzong is the main Pokemon that I did not expect at all. There's no Meloetta, surprisingly enough. This Pokemon was the biggest threat to my squad, and I'm very surprised to see no Meloetta there. But at the same time, you know, Bronzong's existence definitely is breeding some semblance of concern inside of me. So yeah, definitely gotta be careful of that. Alright, so this does change my approach in this matchup just a little bit, but at the same time, I feel like there's nothing else I can do other than leading off with my Lady Mayneth, because the plan here is to pretty much just get up my rocks ASAP and then try to see what I can do. In terms of chipping down this Bronzong, I do actually have Shadow Ball on my Vaporeon, which was a last minute addition, so maybe, just maybe, that can come in clutch for me. And yeah, so as long as I keep rocks on my side of the field, I should be fine. So yeah, with that being said, let us begin, my friends. Have fun to my friend Q the Costa Rican, and yeah, let's see how this match goes. My Cyclizar has a very good matchup here. I just need to make sure, like, if I catch that Bronzong on that knock, I mean, 9 times out of 10 it's a Colbur Berry set, but like, just getting chip damage on this thing would be very good for me, honestly, as he is going to lead off with his Grimmsnarl, as I'm going to lead off with my Lady Mayneth. And turn 1, if he wants to taunt me, he's going to have to click that right here and right now. But I'm just going to pretty much click Stealth Rocks here and now. He is going to click Taunt. Okay, fair play. He is going to click Taunt, which is going to stop the Stealth Rocks from coming on this side of the field, which is a very good play on his behalf. But yeah, I have to pretty much click U-turn here. I'm not exactly sure what he could want to potentially go for. I'm assuming he would want to go for screens or something like that. But even then, like, what's stopping him from going out into my Iron Treads and just pretty much clicking Knock here and now, right? As he's gonna opt to go for a Hyper Voice. Oh, I see you, boy. I see you. Very good tech, bro. Very good tech. As it is the Hisuian Zoroark. Okay. So his Zoroark did reveal himself to be Taunt, and him going for Hyper Voice was very good for me, because if he went for anything else, that would have been rather problematic. But yeah, I'm going to pretty much just take this as the opportunity to go straight out into my Rhine and get leverage courtesy of a Life Orb knockoff, because yeah, I outspeed pretty much his entire team here and now, and the fact that he is in Choice Scarf, going by how he switched up his moves, is pretty good for me. So yeah, I'm just gonna go for a knockoff here and now. I assume he'd want to go out into either his Bronzong or his Grimmsnarl, but in either case, it should be fine, I believe, because if I can just pretty much pop this this Bronzong's, you know, what I assume to be a Colbur Berry, that would be actually pretty sick for me, as he is going to switch out right now. I'm not sure who would want to go out into. He wants to go out into his own Grimmsnarl. Fair play. That is completely fair, but this is also pretty good for me in the sense that by clicking knockoff, I can pretty much just get rid of his Light Clay. Okay, so he'll only get 5 turns instead of, you know, yeah, he'll only get 5 turns instead of 8 turns, which is pretty good for me. So Double Edge does a pretty decent chunk of damage, not gonna lie. But I would rather this thing not get paralyzed, because it really matches up well against the vast majority of his squad. So taking that into consideration, I think my play here would have to be 100% going out into my Metal Face. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go out in my Metal Face and pretty much just scare this thing out. If he wants to go for a Parting Shot, then that would be a very good play on his behalf. But I can definitely, you know, take it on. Worst case scenario. As what I'm gonna do here, I I mean, is he gonna let this thing get chipped down is my question. I feel like I can just pretty much just go for a knockoff here, honestly. Like, I don't think he would want to stay in, honestly. If I'm being completely honest, he has to parting shot here and now. So I'm pretty much just gonna catch him on that, and I'm gonna go straight for a knockoff, because here's the thing. The fact that I knocked off his light play in itself ensures that he is not gonna have, 8 turns of reflect on his side. I mean, 8 turns of reflect or light screen on his side. So him choosing to stay in and just not make the most out of his reflect turns or light screen turns is in itself not a worthwhile investment in my opinion. Also, I'm really surprised to see him not bring in Hisuian Lilligant. Like, that's another Pokemon that I really thought would be a problem to me. But he's gonna go straight out into his Gwen Stacy. And I am just gonna pretty much, I'm gonna leverage the hell out of this. He's gonna go out into his Gwen Stacy, and I don't know what he could potentially want to go for. I think he could obviously go for a Will-O-Wisp. He could go for a lot of potential moves. Let's see how Vaporeon takes this on, though. Okay, it does 38%. But also, this does put me in a problematic position in the sense that I can't just click Shadow Ball or something. So, yeah, I think I may just have to stay in. I mean, if that's how it is, then that's how it is. I'm clicking Earthquake. Yeah, he's gonna go straight for a Flamethrower, and that should not do that much damage. Please don't burn me. Please, thank you very much. Yeah, as I am definitely going to be able to take this thing down here and now. Yeah, the fact that I'm Assault Vest is 100% paying dividends big time here, as I am just gonna pretty much go for another Earthquake, and if he wants to sack off his Hisuian Zoroark, he will sack it off here and now. That did far more than I expected. I'm not sure about this roll. Okay, as Earthquake is thankfully gonna be able to knock this thing out. So the unfortunate thing about this situation is that my Iron Treads is actually chipped down pretty decently, but with him losing his Hisuian Zoroark like that, it does mean that I won't be falling for any illusion shenanigans. So that's pretty good for me, all things considered. Also, I'm having some nice cha right now, and none of you better be saying that, oh, look at this guy having chai tea in the comment section down below, because that basically means TT. I'm so glad that Spider-Verse actually addressed something like that. But yeah, as far as what he could potentially go out to, his Iron Pizza is definitely a viable bring-in for him. As honestly, I'm trying to assess if there's any necessity towards keeping my Metal Face around. I mean, Metal Face from an offensive standpoint will outspeed the Cleaver and do a crap ton of damage to him. Like, that pretty much goes without saying. And I could go out in my Melia, but the thing is, like, Energy Ball is very, very free for this dude right now. So let's see. If he goes for an Overheat, that actually is a roll to knock me out. So yeah, Mainnet, is there any potential viability in keeping Mainnet? Not really, no. Yeah, I'm just gonna go out into you. While it is unfortunate that I'm engaging in this play right now, I do think that this could potentially, like, I mean, basically, yeah. See, it's him going for a Fire Dance is essentially pretty free right now, as he is gonna get a raise, which is most unfortunate. And this does mean that I won't be able to get my rocks up here, but like, based on how this situation is going right now, I don't think that is necessarily the end of the world per se, as he's gonna get a double boost. I think I should still be fine, honestly, because I can just go out in my Rhine and click Double Edge. Because realistically speaking, he doesn't have the best switch-ins to this piece per se. Okay, so I have to go out in my Rhine. Alright, so it does look like, +2 Energy Ball does knock me out here, so I do think that, yeah, Rhine is definitely my play here, as unfortunate as it is. But I'm just gonna go straight for a Double Edge, honestly. Like, I don't have... Like, Double Edge is a pretty free player, all things considered, and I do think that, and I know for a fact that this will put this thing in range of, Sneasler, so there's that. This is a hyper-offensive game, so, like, in that sense, I don't really have any play other than, like, going, like, full-on offense against this thing. But he is gonna switch out. Okay, sweet. This is pretty, like, him switching out here is pretty great for me, because he's gonna go out into his Grimmsnarl, and I don't think you're gonna appreciate this, bro. Yeah, you're not gonna appreciate this at all. Yeah, that does way too much damage for him. And I assume he's gonna try to use this as leverage towards being able to setting up a screen on his side. Yeah, I don't see him going for a thunder wave or anything. I mean, he could definitely, if I'm being completely honest. But how do I get around this situation, basically? Because the way I'm seeing it, he's gonna try to do that, and then go out into his moth again, and then try to go for maybe go for an agility or something, which wouldn't be the best thing in the world, if I'm being completely honest. But also, I'm worried about a combine bronzong or something. So, yeah, I would rather honestly just get him out of here. Let's get him out of here. Yeah, he goes for a light screen though. Okay, sweet. Yeah, this is not a bad situation at all, guys. Yeah, him going for a light screen here as opposed to reflect is actually gonna pay pretty big dividends for me. I would imagine so. As while this does mean that he will be able to go out into his cleaver, I do see myself actually staying in and attacking him. Yeah, out comes Craven the Hunter. I don't know why I changed my accent there. Alright, let's see. Craven. So the most important thing to note is that Reflect is not up. And so as long as my Melia stays healthy, this Iron Moth won't be a problem. Yeah. I think I have to click knockoff here, personally. Because this thing could very much get out of hand if I you know, let this thing does what it wants. As he's gonna go straight for a Stone Axe, and he is going to reveal the Choice Scarf. So that is not a good situation. This is definitely not good. Because that means that, you know, I won't be able to rely on my Focus Sash anymore. Oh boy. No, I mean, well played on his behalf, if I'm being completely honest, because he pretty much, you know, made use of all of his outs here. Obviously, it's not the end of... obviously, this isn't the, you know, like, the absolute end of the end for me. No, far from it, far from it. So if it's a Spidev Bronzong, then Close Combat actually can 2-hit KO him. Yeah, I don't really see much other place to engage in here. Alternatively, I could just go for a U-turn and then go out into and then be able to go out into my, you know, Vaporeon, which would in theory be able to put this thing in, like, which would in theory be able to handle this thing. So actually, I'm gonna click U-turn. Yeah. Cool. He switches out. Whew. Yeah, so the main reason why I did that is because, like, in the off chance that his in the situation of him going out into his Bronzong, not only am I gonna be able to get some chip on this thing versus Bronzong. So this U-turn did 20%. Yeah, I could have CC'd there if I'm being completely honest. But at this point, you know, there is not much for me to do here in this scenario. I guess I could go out into my... no, I mean, what's stopping me from going out in my Melia, right? Go out into your Melia, get as much shift damage as you possibly can courtesy of a Shadow Ball, and see what happens. As he is going to reveal the leftovers. Yeah, that's fair. That is completely fair. As now what I'm going to do is pretty much just take this as the chance to go for a Shadow Ball. Because he doesn't actually have the best Shadow Ball switch-ins, is what I would say. As I just remembered that light screen is up. What is wrong with me? Yeah, I don't. I'm kind of surprised that I did that. Like, honestly, as he's gonna go out in his Krakatoa, which is his Volcanion, and that is going to do. Okay, no, that's a respectable amount of damage. So he just has one more light screen to, like, yeah, turn off light screen on his side. Yeah, maybe I should have just CC'd there. I think that was a pretty free play, all things considered, because, yeah, CC would have done, like, I mean, Iron Moth is definitely a switch-in, but it doesn't appreciate coming in, is what I mean. But he's gonna go for a Flamethrower. I chew that. I chew that any day. Okay, the light screen is gonna wear off, which is pretty sick. As now, Yeah, I kind of don't have any other play other than just spamming Shadow Ball. As he's gonna go for a Sludge Bomb, that's completely fair. Okay, yeah, sweet. So, like, if I can get one knockoff with courtesy of with Metal Face, I do see myself being able to potentially win this. Because the fact that he, the fact that his Alolan, the fact that his Bronzong is leftovers means that knockoff is going to do a crap ton of damage to him. But yeah, I kind of don't have any other play other than just clicking Shadow Ball. Is he gonna go for a Sludge Bomb? Okay, yeah. I could have been cheeky there, and yeah, unfortunate. I could have been cheeky there and gone straight out into my Metal Face, which would have been like the top 10, you know, flex plays or whatever. But yeah, I didn't feel like that was worth the investment. But this is gonna chip me down, which is really unfortunate. Oh man. So I don't know which piece you go. Yeah, I kind of like just I don't think I made the right sequence of plays with there, honestly. Like, there was no reason for me to go straight out into my even on the situation where I got the play right or whatever, I could have, you know, so basically what I'm trying to say here is that in the situation where I decided to go straight out into my Vaporeon, I basically forgot Stealth Rock sort of thing. And that is a massive sign of negligence, which unfortunately cannot be, you know, cannot be excused by any means. Is he gonna go for a Fire Dance? That's fair. And he's gonna get the immediate boost. Also fair. As now things are looking a bit dicey. Very dicey. So there's a clear sequence of plays that I need to make here now. I cannot go out in my Pandoria because it's a speed tie. I would assume that I'm gonna have to go out into my Nia, U-turn out, sack Metal Face. Oh man. Yeah, I definitely threw there. I definitely, you know, I definitely did not play the best of my ability here, which is very unfortunate, all things considered. Yeah, in this situation, I don't have any other play other than just U-turning and hoping that I put this thing in range of a... Yeah, other than just U-turning and hoping that I put this thing in range of a Rock Slide. Or get a Rock Slide flinch, if I'm being completely honest. The question is, do I go for the flinch right here and now? Because I feel like I don't have a play, guys. Yeah, I kind of have to click Rock Slide hard. Yeah, I have to, unfortunately, go for Rock Slide here. Will I get a flinch? 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 Oh, with weakness policy. Okay. Okay, I like that. I really like that set. I really like that set. Get flinched.
Bruh.
Oh my god, I got the flinch. I'm so sorry, bro. I'm so sorry that I had to do that to you. I'm so sorry. Like, I pretty much just committed highway robbery there. I essentially just committed highway robbery on this dude. Yeah, that... I mean, I'm not taking any sort of pride in what I just ended up doing right here and now. Alright, so basically what's happening now is that I'm trying to discern my path to victory. He's gonna swap out, yeah. He should be swapping out. Yeah. I mean, I guess I should have just made the double and gone straight out into my, yeah, I should have just gone and, like, made the double here and now. I do take one more round of Stealth Rocks, which is pretty sick, all things considered. Yeah, I guess I could have just, like, made the sack by going out of my Metal Face. Wouldn't that have been so, like, just absolutely hilarious? But yeah, I don't think that my play here is to, I do think that I have to go out in my Pandoria, as unfortunate as it is. I'm not sure what he could potentially want to go for. I mean, if he goes for a Trick Room, then that's game over. Yeah, that's pretty much game over if he decides to bring Trick Room. He's gonna go for a Sun Kick. Yeah, I do think that I will be able to take at least one of those, yeah. I'm gonna be able to take one of those, which is pretty sick. And And as of this moment in time, I got a Thunderbolt here and now. And no, guys, this time I'm terrorized this week, so you're not going to be getting any misplays in terms of not forgetting to terrestrialize. In fact, I'm just going to show it right now for the sake of it. Who's he going to go out into, though? Yeah, he's going to sack off his Iron Pizza. As I'm going to go straight for a Thunderbolt. I'm going to knock this thing out. And what it is essentially going to come down to is if Metal Face survives. I mean, Metal Face is like, it quad resists Stealth Rocks, right? And I'm at 7% right now. So I do think that I live one round of Stealth Rocks. You know what? No. Yeah, I mean, here in this situation, I don't have much to do other than just clicking Thunderbolt. So I'm gonna let him have this, as he's gonna opt to go for a U-turn. Okay, fair play. He's a U-turn cleaver, which is completely fair. But in doing so, that may just bite him in the ass, actually. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I don't think I played good in this matchup, guys. Like, if I just remembered about light screen, then this situation would have been definitely far less, you know, problematic. But yeah, I do. I actually am gonna have to go out in my Metal Face here. Come on, take it. Oh, all right, sweet. There we go. Yeah, as I'm gonna pretty much just click knock here now. Try to see if I can put this thing in range of a CC. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. But yeah, ultimately, I'm not proud of how I played this match. I am absolutely not proud of how I played this match. If I just kept in mind the amount of light screen turns remaining, I would have been more mindful. And that's completely on me, guys. Sorry about that. But at the end of the day, I'm just doing this because so that I can give you guys good content and entertaining stuff to enjoy. But yeah, at least it will not be terrible playbook this time around. Alright, come on. That did nothing! Holy shit. Yeah, this thing is fizz def as all hell. Yeah, in that situation, like, there's nothing else for me to say there. Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, in that like, when considering this variable, I guess I could have gone out into my Metal Phase, gone for a knockoff then and there, on that Volcanion or something, and potentially try to open up a room with a healthy Vaporeon, but I did not capitalize on that, so that is on me, my friends. That is on me. So I'm surprised that close combat did nothing. I mean, that knockoff did nothing. That's pretty funny. Yeah. So in this situation, I do feel like I'm very much gonna accept the L here. So GG to my opponent. He, like, GG to Q. Like, despite the hacks that happened, he definitely played to his outs really well. I do think that this does put things to rest about our playoff race, but you know, it happens. We're gonna try to get back from here, and hopefully I will be able to be more mindful next time. So yeah, GG to my friend Q. Definitely check his channel out, guys. And with that being said, my name is Uzi Gunner. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all on the flip side. Whoosh!